Is Hitler in Argentina? Conspiracy Crusaders. Hitler's secret haven in Argentina. Step back to a world emerging from the ashes of World War II. Nations piecing themselves back together. Hope rekindling in every heart, longing for tales of closure. But, as always, the past isn't always what it seems. Buckle up, fellow Crusaders. In the next riveting minutes, we're about to shake the foundations of what you believed. Did Adolf Hitler genuinely breathe his last in that grim Berlin bunker? Or has history kept a secret chapter tucked away from us? Stick around, for every revelation ahead will challenge everything you thought you knew. Crusaders, gear up for another deep dive into the enigmatic annals of history. Berlin, 1945. The final act of a catastrophic global theater was unfolding. The air was thick with ash, the remnants of once glorious buildings now reduced to rubble. Amidst the cacophony of artillery and the cries of the despairing, the heart of the Nazi Empire pulsed faintly beneath the war-torn streets. Here, in a dimly lit, claustrophobic bunker, the world imagines Adolf Hitler, alongside his recently wedded wife, Eva Braun, taking their final breaths. But as swiftly as the story of his demise arose, so did the shadows of doubt. The Soviets, the first to discover the bunker, wove a tapestry of ambiguity around the dictator's fate. And for every official account pointing to Hitler's end, whispers of alternative theories emerged, fanning the undying flames of speculation. Before the final curtain fell on World War II, a new covert operation was set in motion. As the dust began to settle and the borders were redrawn, a silent, behind-the-scenes dance of diplomacy and intrigue was underway. The U.S., wary of the burgeoning Cold War and the race for technological superiority, hatched a clandestine plan. Top German scientists, engineers, and technicians, some with questionable wartime legacies, were discreetly funneled out of post-war Europe. Shielded from prosecution, they found themselves on American soil, their expertise seen as a valuable asset. This covert operation was baptized Operation Paperclip. And while its details have since been exposed, it raises an inevitable, spine-chilling question. If such an audacious, wide-reaching plan could remain under wraps for years, just what other secrets are hidden in the annals of history? What else do the shadows of the past conceal? As the war's echoes began to fade, another melody of mystery started to play along the rugged coastline of Argentina. In the small coastal villages, where the Atlantic's waves told tales of distant lands, an unusual sight began to stir the waters of curiosity. U-boats, the very vanguard of German naval prowess, were said to be seen cutting through the moonlit waters, their dark silhouettes briefly illuminated by the hesitant lighthouse beams. The clandestine nature of these visits sent murmurs through the townsfolk. They'd whisper of nights when these underwater leviathans would silently approach their shores, releasing not just crates but occasionally, cloaked figures, eager to melt away into the Argentine night. Could it be? Among these shadowy figures, might there have been the most sought-after man of the era, Adolf Hitler? The sprawling landscapes of Argentina, from its sweeping pampas grasslands to the towering Andes Mountains, have always been a land of allure and mystery. But following World War II, its vast expanse became something else entirely, a whispered sanctuary for those seeking to escape retribution. Numerous Nazis, their hands stained and souls shadowed by the war's atrocities, are believed to have found refuge in this distant land. Nestled among these locales is the picturesque town of San Carlos de Bariloche. But don't let its serene lakes and Swiss-style architecture fool you. There are those who say that deep within its confines lies a mansion, not just any mansion, but one fortified like a castle, a silent sentinel keeping its secrets close. Rumors persist of an elderly German residing there, a man whose features are unsettlingly familiar, yet clouded in enigma. Could it be that this remote Argentine town once harbored the world's most infamous fugitive? In the bustling cafes, shadowed alleyways, and sunlit plazas of Argentina, the local tales flow as freely as the finest Malbec. Many evenings, as the golden hue of sunset gives way to the deep blues of night, old-timers gather to share stories of the past. And among these tales, some threads are woven with an unmistakable shade of intrigue. There's the bartender from a rustic tavern, who swears that one quiet evening, he served a man whose demeanor and likeness were unsettlingly similar to the Führer's. In dimly lit rooms, aged residents might bring out old, yellowed photographs, treasures hidden away for decades. These photos, worn by time but clear in their revelation, show someone whose features, posture, and gaze bear an uncanny resemblance to Hitler. While some dismiss these tales as the fabrications of an active imagination, others ponder, could there be a kernel of truth hidden within these local legends? Thousands of miles away from Argentina's murmurs and mountain shadows, the vast, echoing halls of the Federal Bureau of Investigation in the United States held their own enigmas. Deep within the labyrinth of offices, in secure vaults hidden from public view, lay files and dossiers bursting with secrets. Among these classified documents were reports of potential sightings of the elusive dictator, dispatches from informants, letters from concerned citizens, and whispers from shadowy sources. The FBI, with its vast intelligence network, pursued each lead, hoping to piece together the jigsaw of Hitler's fate. But as the years rolled on and agents came and went, one fact remained consistent: the tangible, irrefutable proof of Hitler's whereabouts, alive or dead, eluded their grasp. As enthralling as these whispered stories and clandestine chronicles are, casting shadows over the historically accepted narrative, they are not without their skeptics and significant challenges. Quest for hard evidence. For all the anecdotes and aged photographs, the undeniable, incontrovertible evidence of Hitler's life after 1945 remains tantalizingly out of reach. With every claimed sighting or tip-off, investigations often hit a dead end, leaving more questions than answers in their wake. Scientific scrutiny. Advancements in forensic science and DNA technology have given us tools previously undreamt of. Recent examinations of remains found in Berlin, long believed to be Hitler's, have gained traction in suggesting their authenticity. If this is the case, it flies in the face of the Argentine escape theory. While the mysteries tantalize and the theories proliferate, the search for truth in this labyrinth of history is as elusive as ever. It's often proclaimed that history is penned by those who emerge victorious from its trials and tribulations. However, nestled between the neatly printed lines, in the hushed margins, and the darkened corners of the pages, there exist tales that challenge, question, and defy. Tales that demand their moment in the spotlight, however fleeting. While the world largely accepts the narrative of Hitler's final moments in a Berlin bunker, the whispers from across the ocean, echoing through the Argentine mountains and down its cobblestone streets, persistently tell a different story. A story of subterfuge, of a life reborn in shadows, and of history's most notorious figure finding refuge in the most unexpected of places. As time marches on, and memories fade, these murmurs serve as a potent reminder. History is vast and multi-layered, and the quest for truth is never truly over. Fellow crusaders of the hidden truths, our dive into history's deep and murky waters is ceaseless. Each shadowed nook conceals a riddle, and every hushed voice could echo a reality untold. As guardians of the obscured and seekers of the unspoken, we urge you, press on, dare to defy the accepted, and peer behind the curtain. Before you depart on your own quests, do us a favor. Give this video a like if you've been intrigued, drop your thoughts in the comments, we're always eager to hear your theories, and, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button for more deep dives into history's enigmas. Until our paths cross again in another tale, Crusaders, stay vigilant and remain insatiably curious.